Hello students. Today I am going to discuss about the double layer PCB board. So the double layer PCB board, it is the copper on both sides. So that means enabling more complex and complicated parts we can able to do through this double layer PCB board. So wiring on both sides of insulating material is happen in this double-sided PCB board. Component density and conductor lines are higher than single-sided PCB. So it's obviously the circuit will be more complicated in this double layer PCB board compared to single layer. So that means if I going to draw this the double layer, suppose double layer PCB board. So in double layer PCB board, so the design is like that. Suppose it is a board. I am actually drawing the cross section. So this is this type of boards. It's called double-sided PCB board. So it is nothing but a this portion rigid insulating material. This portion is made of rigid insulating material, and this portion it is made of copper. This made of copper. In the upper portion also it is called copper crack, and this is nothing but plated through holes. That means we can set our component through this holes. So this is nothing but called plated through hole. So we can set any component through this hole, and at a time we can also set some component here also. Okay, so for this reason it is called double-sided PCB. This type of PCB also two types. One is called PTH, another is called non-PTH. So what is PTH? It is called plate through hole. This is plate through hole. That means these holes. If it is not available, separately available, suppose we are not fabricated the PCB like that, it is the through holes if I not fabricate. So it is in that time it is called non-PTH. Suppose here the holes are through PCB board. If it is separately, if it is not through, in that time it is called non-PTH. So this type of PCB board have several benefits. It enables more flexibility in the design and more complex circuits. The main benefit of double-sided board is that you have an extra layer to add more components which effectively increase the density of the circuit. With more space available of the circuit board, this increases the flexibility of the design, enabling you to place more components and have more space for extra connections if needed. So this is the benefit of double layer PCB. Next, we are going to discuss about the multi-layer boards of PCB. So dozens of stack layer powering today's smartphone and computer. What we are everyday use, some complicated devices or some devices which have much more complex circuit. So this thing we are using actually multi-layer PCB board. So let's see the design of multi-layer PCB. So I can write multi-layer PCB. So the design is like that. So this is a outside layer, or you can say unetched copper, and this is epoxy glass. This is epoxy glass, and these are actually these two part. It is called internal layer internal layer etched copper. Actually, it is nothing but a 4-layer board. What I design it, it is nothing but a 4-layer PCB board. This board, this thing is not also the another outside layer unetched copper. And it is actually the called 4-layer board. 2-layer, 2-layer. So this is also so this is a multi-layer PCB board. So in this multi-layer, you see that So many layers are there. So many layers are there, and every layer we can set our component. For this reason, most of the complex circuit we can able to design in this multi-layer PCB board. So actually the more than two PCBs with a thin layer is between called pre-page. Suppose the two PCB, this is one PCB, suppose this is the second PCB. So one thin one layer is there. It is called pre-page, forming a sandwich like structure. So this is nothing but a sandwich like structure. If we see it. So this is called multi-layer PCB. So what already told in this PPT, dozens of stack layer powering today's smartphone and computers. That means if I going to design the smartphone, computer, this type of uh, complex devices, smart devices, in that time single layer, double layer will not be so much helpful. We need multi-layer. Again, I am want to give the thanks to my students to prepare this PPT and help me to deliver this video. Thank you.